My name is Dr. Rick Seguil.
And action. Hey, Jay, this is Kirk
Hey everyone, it's Dr. Rick, and yesterday I celebrated a 60th birthday. It actually didn't happen yet, but I was a surprise party and it made me change the way I thought about going into my 60s. I've always tried to pay it forward by investing in healthy lifestyle so that hopefully I'll not have disease. Now that I'm turning 60, it can be fearful. I'm not only turning 60 this year, but I'm also going to be an empty nester. It's like, okay, immortality is here. But in the celebration last night, it made me think, especially with a couple of my patients being in their 60s, one of them in his 70s. And I really love these guys. They encourage me to be as healthy as I can. If we can all get older together without any diseases and not be blindsided by an early death, that would be great. So how do we do it? I think exercise is always important. So if you're not active, bottom line is get active. If you're not sure what to do and you're my patients, message me on the Get Healthy app and I'll design something for you. If you're not a patient of mine, turn this off now because you're not supposed to be listening. Now, ask your doctor to send you a physical therapist, at least to address your instabilities and your weaknesses. Then from there, maybe, if you're lucky, the physical therapist can design an exercise routine that you can apply in your gym or in your basement or in your neighborhood. Bottom line is move. If you have experience from before, college, high school, grade school, as far as sports, okay. But remember, you're older now. Sometimes those things that we can get by with, altered gait or the bad lift technique or the wrong kind of running, will usually be tolerated by your hormones and repair strength and speed. But as you get older, that stuff slows down. So is our digestive system, and I think that's where we are now. Everybody's sedentary, especially with COVID. So I want to give you a couple of things. I follow a physician named Peter Attia. He has come up with the centenarian decathlon, or his choice of exercises to do if he was to turn 100. And I think he is in his 40s, if I'm not mistaken. Just open challenge, Peter, I'll take you on. It'll be 40 years till I get to 100, but if we're both alive, let's see what happens. I think all these things are practical. He looked forward and said, okay, what am I gonna be doing at the age of 100? Taking care of a great grandkid, maybe 3 years old, bringing up a great grandkid like this, carrying luggage in the airport, walking up a flight of steps, pushing luggage into the overhead bin. Now, I do think that there's some validity to those kind of activities. So I'm going to give you a couple of my exercises of what I would want to do. The first thing would be a hang. And you don't have to do a pull-up. You just have to be able to hang with grip strength. There are bodybuilders that can't even hold their weight for more than 30 seconds, but the average woman, when challenged, can probably hang for about 2.5 to 3 minutes. The longer you hang, the more your grip strength is. That's independence. If you can just count how long you hang, you don't have to do a pull-up, you don't have to keep your legs up, just have to hang, and then work from there. It'll also get you used to having arms overhead. The other thing you can do is called a farmer's carry. When you take some weight, and I just happen to have 45-pound plates, you don't have to buy these things. Think about a 5-gallon water container because they weigh about 40 pounds. If you just walk around like a farmer and carry these things, it'll give you grip strength. It'll also indirectly work your trapezius and your shoulders to tolerate more work or workload. Third is called a Turkish get-up. It looks funny, but if you were to fall down in your hundreds, you have to get up off the floor, especially if you're independent. This is a Turkish get-up on the right side. You take a very light weight, start on your side, lift up overhead, prop up overhead, stand up with one knee, stand up with both, then you go backwards, and vice versa on the other side. That will help you, number one, keep your arms overhead. Number two, get off the floor. Final would be something called a goblet squat. You can do this like you're lifting up a little kid. You'd have a wide base stance. You go down to a squat and you just lift overhead. And this is you getting off of a low chair, especially with a baby. Or if you want to be challenging, hold it overhead and you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Overhead work and then squatting. These are not sexy exercises, but they're practical and functional. You practice this in addition to maybe working on jumping, I think jumping is important, but we'll talk about that in another video. But these will bring a functionality, strength, and work your core indirectly so that hopefully we'll all get to centenarian stage without any problems. So hopefully this gives you a couple of ideas of what you should be doing to incorporate 15 minutes of something into your cardiovascular walking program. Please like and subscribe. Otherwise, I'll see you at the next video. Thanks for watching.